Pope Francis की विरासत एक अमर कहानी. The legacy of Pope Francis, an eternal story. From the bustling streets of Buenos Aires to the hallowed halls of the Vatican, one man changed the way the world thinks and believes. This is the story of Pope Francis, a man who transcended the boundaries of religion to touch the very soul of humanity. Join us as we journey through his life, his teachings, and his indelible mark on the world. From the moment Pope Francis assumed his papacy in 2013, a transformation began to ripple outwards. He understood that the Church's strength lay not just within the Vatican walls, but in the hearts of its people, scattered across the globe. He embarked on a mission to build bridges, appointing hundreds of bishops and archbishops, each carefully chosen to reflect the diversity and richness of the Catholic world. He looked beyond traditional power centers, seeking individuals who embodied humility, compassion, and a deep commitment to social justice. From the bustling cities of Latin America to the remote villages of Africa, Pope Francis's chosen shepherds brought his message of love and inclusion to every corner of the earth. These were not just religious leaders, but champions of the people, echoing Pope Francis's own commitment to serving those on the peripheries. Across continents, bishops and archbishops inspired by Pope Francis's vision are leading their flocks with renewed purpose, fostering dialogue, promoting peace, and advocating for the vulnerable. Through their actions, the legacy of Pope Francis lives on, a testament to the power of faith to transform lives and build a more just and compassionate world. Pope Francis inherited a church grappling with its past, burdened by scandal, and struggling to connect with a changing world. He knew that true reform required more than words. It demanded action, transparency, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. With unwavering determination, he challenged the Vatican's bureaucracy, urging greater accountability and a renewed focus on serving the poor and marginalized. He opened the doors to dialogue, inviting dissenting voices to the table and encouraging honest conversations about the challenges facing the Church. One of the most significant aspects of his papacy was his unwavering support for women in the Church. He recognized their invaluable contributions and called for greater recognition of their dignity and leadership potential. Under his leadership, the Church rediscovered its compassionate heart, transforming itself into a beacon of hope and a source of solace for those who had lost their way. Pope Francis's influence extended far beyond the walls of the Vatican. He understood that his position gave him a unique platform, a global megaphone to amplify the voices of the voiceless and shine a light on the world's most pressing issues. He became a tireless advocate for peace, traveling to conflict zones, meeting with world leaders, and urging dialogue and reconciliation. His voice rang out with equal urgency on the issue of climate change. He challenged world leaders to act decisively, calling for a global response to protect our planet for future generations. Perhaps most movingly, Pope Francis became a champion for refugees and migrants, those forced from their homes by conflict, persecution, and poverty. Chapter 4. Pyar ka Dharm, the religion of love. At the heart of Pope Francis's teachings lay a simple yet profound message: love. He reminded the faithful that faith was not about rigid adherence to rules and rituals, but about embracing the revolutionary power of love, compassion, and forgiveness. He challenged the Church to move beyond judgment and exclusion, emphasizing that God's love extended to all, regardless of their beliefs, backgrounds, or past mistakes. He taught that true faith meant welcoming the stranger, forgiving our enemies, and extending a helping hand to those in need. Pope Francis's message resonated deeply with people from all walks of life. He reminded us that faith at its core is about love. Love for God, love for our neighbor, and love for ourselves. Chapter 5. Dunya ka Pop, the People's Pope. Pope Francis's global appeal stemmed from his authenticity, his humility, and his unwavering commitment to living out his values. He shunned the trappings of papal power, choosing a modest apartment over the opulent papal palace and often dining with Vatican workers. His simple lifestyle resonated with people accustomed to seeing religious leaders surrounded by wealth and privilege. He reminded the world that true leadership lay not in power and authority, but in service and humility. His actions spoke louder than words, demonstrating that he was a man of the people, living a life consistent with his teachings. His election as the first Latin American pope was a watershed moment, signaling a shift in the Church's center of gravity. Pope Francis's life became a testament to the power of authenticity. Chapter 6. Visa se pare, Beyond Visas. The question of why Pope Francis didn't need a visa to travel the world might seem trivial at first glance, but it unveils a fascinating facet of his unique position. The Vatican City, despite its diminutive size, is an independent sovereign state, recognized by international law. As the head of this sovereign nation, Pope Francis held a passport unlike any other. He wasn't just the spiritual leader of the Catholic Church, he was also a head of state with all the diplomatic privileges that entailed. This dual role granted him visa-free access to most countries, allowing him to carry his message of peace, love, and compassion to all corners of the globe. His travels weren't mere diplomatic visits. They were pilgrimages of peace, journeys of compassion, and powerful reminders of our shared humanity. Chapter 7. Sabke liye, Prem, Love for All. In a world often divided by religion, Pope Francis reached out to those of different faiths, and even those who professed no faith at all. He recognized that the human spirit, in its yearning for meaning and connection, transcended the boundaries of organized religion. To atheists and agnostics, he offered a message of respect and understanding. He acknowledged their doubts and questions, recognizing that the search for truth took many forms. He famously said, "The Lord has redeemed all of us, with the blood of Christ. All of us, not just Catholics. Everyone." Father the atheists, even the atheists. Pope Francis reminded the world that compassion, empathy, and love were not exclusive to any one religion or belief system. Chapter 8. Antim Updesh, the Final Sermon. As Pope Francis's time on the world stage drew to a close, his message remained one of unwavering hope and love. He urged the faithful to carry his message forward, to be beacons of light in a world often shrouded in darkness. He reminded them that the Church's true strength lay not in its institutions, but in the hearts of its people. His final message was a call to action, an invitation to join him in building a world where love triumphed over hate, where hope extinguished despair, and where every human being was treated with the dignity and respect they deserved. Utro, एक अमर विरासत, an eternal legacy. पोप फ्रांसिस केवल एक धार्मिक नेता नहीं थे, वो मानवता के पथ प्रदर्शक थे। उनकी विरासत अमर है। Pope Francis was not just a religious leader, he was a guiding light for humanity. His legacy lives on forever. His life and teachings will continue to inspire generations to come, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, hope endures, love conquers, and the human spirit, when touched by grace, can move mountains. अगर आप भी पोप फ्रांसिस से प्रेरित हुए हैं, तो इस वीडियो को लाइक करें, कमेंट करें और सब्सक्राइब करना न भूलें। If you were inspired by Pope Francis, like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe.